So here it is, my new project, 1991 Mazda RX-7 Turbo. This is the last year of the turbos before they went to the FDs or third generation RX-7s in 1993 through 1995. This car has been sitting a really long time. As you can see, it has seen better days as far as paint and overall condition. It's got a water leak on the inside and some other fun things that are happening, but I'm trying to revive this thing and get it back on the road. I got it for a good price to where I can put some money into it and have a little bit of fun. The interior is dark interior. This is like a midnight blue type in color for it. I've already taken some of the interior out, as you can see, trying to start some of the repairs. I actually have had this about 2 weeks now and have done a couple small things in the meantime. It's got about 148,000 miles on it, if I can get a shot of that. A couple of nice things that are very early 2000s era. The Apexi boost and EGT gauge, the SAFC running into the stock computer, and the AFC GT spec exhaust here coming out the back. And when we move around to the front here, you can see that there is I believe this is the Greddy V spec. I think this is the 2-row version of it. Front mount intercooler. And look underneath the hood here. Under the hood, pretty era appropriate stuff. Like I said, the piping here for the front mount intercooler for the Greddy. This is a turbo excess blow off valve here, the fuel cut defender that is here, obviously the stock math. The PVC you see here is actually an old mod that people came up with for the turbo inlet duct. The stock piece was rubber and was prone to crack, causing vacuum leaks, and also cause you to lose some response from your turbo. So they made this hard PVC Home Depot special, and that got some further better response. Not much happening under the hood here. It's kind of basic for the most part. The car did not run when we got it, obviously, since it had been sitting. We took the plugs out, put some oil in there, put some new plugs in it, built up the compression. The gas was quite stale that was in this thing and smelled vile. So we have drained out the gas now and put a different fuel pump in it, because the fuel pump and fuel pump sock was also completely varnished from the bad gas. We have got it to actually crank and revive. It does run. I think all of the cranking with the bad gas in the car has caused it to foul the plugs. So one of the things I want to do here is get another set of plugs. Even though the plugs that are in it are new, rotaries are very prone to giving you or for fouling plugs. Even they're just known for it, basically. And so any little bit, they'll foul the plugs. So I'm gonna grab another set of plugs, probably throw those in here in the next day or two, and see if I can get a video of it up and cranking. I have another video of it cranking, but it's at night, so I'd like to get a daytime one. But it did run okay whenever it was running, pulling 15 inches or so of vacuum, so decently healthy. The compression pulses on the engine are all in even, so that's a good sign with the rotary, so you don't have a uneven pulse on one of the rotor faces causing you to lose compression, because that could mean a broken apex seal or side seal or something on the engine. But anyways, this is my first test video, an introduction to this car. Other than getting it running on this current situation on the stock computer and everything, I actually have already ordered some parts to move it into phase 2, and one of the parts is here on my tailgate, is the Mega Squirt MS3 Pro Evo from Do-It-Yourself Auto Tune. This is the standalone computer to replace the stock antiquated 1980s fuel injection. Eventually I would like to, with the car, upgrade the stock turbo, which is tiny. It only is good for 2 to 250 horsepower to the tire, basically max effort, and put a larger turbo on here, upgrade the fuel system to larger injectors, throw a Walbro 450 E85 pump in it in the case that we someday get E85. I want to at least have that pump in there to since it needs a new fuel pump anyways, and get the standalone installed in here, get it running, and have some fun with it. As you can see, with the suspension wise, it is actually lower. There's actually a set of Tane or however you say it, coilovers on this car. The collars are kind of rusted from sitting there, the adjustment collar, so I may try to rehab this, but I mean, I'm happy with the ride height, so I'm not super concerned with it. These are actually 10th anniversary T2 wheels that are on here. These were just some wheels that the guy had and put on here. I think this car used to have an aftermarket set of wheels at one point, but these tires obviously are shot from sitting, so I will be looking for hopefully some 17s to put on this car, and with some fresh rubber. I do plan to track this car at you know, my local track is NOLA Motorsports. I've taken my BMW there, and I would like to get this car on the road and on the track so that I can have some fun. I won't, you know, the concern with running the BMW at the track obviously is it's expensive, and I would be very sad to wad it up. This, obviously I would still be sad, but my wallet would be less sad to wad this up at the track. So if I beat on this and, you know, something doesn't work or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just an extra car at this point, and I could just, you know, move everything over to a new chassis or what have you. I do plan to stick with the rotary engine for now. This car has the Series 5 appropriate GTX engine is what they call it. This is from the later Turbo II engines. A friend of mine does have a Cosmo 13B RE engine part that I'm going to buy and probably build up in the meantime in case I grenade this engine from you know, up in the power and the boost and everything, or it's just not a good engine from sitting for so long. In either case, I'd like to have another engine ready to drop in and ready to go. You know, if that doesn't work out, if I'm 2 rotary engines into at this point, I'm still, you know, involved with the chassis or involved with the car, I plan to maybe 1J it, 1J swap or 2J swap it. I think that's a cool swap for this car. Obviously you can always go down the LS, the Turbo LS road, sloppy mechanic style, which is another road that another avenue I may go down as well, since now they've got some cheaper options than trying to find a T56 with the CD009 swap for both the JZ engine and the LS based engine. So a good 6-speed trans to keep it manual. Obviously I would like to keep the car manual, and, you know, not put a you know, turbo 400 or, you know, a 4L80 in the car. Anyways, hopefully there'll be more videos to come. This is my first attempt with the video vlog, and hopefully the audio and video looks okay in this, and we'll give it a shot and go from there. Thanks for watching.